faith-based values and an Academy Honor Code. Our academic standards prepare our students for college and beyond. I'm Patrick Duran, Headmaster, inviting you to visit us on the mountain or at oakmountain.us. Come see how our warriors are creating legacies.
For more than 70 years, you have turned to Tanner Health System for your healthcare needs. As our community moves forward, Tanner is here for you. Strong, safe, and close to home. Routine medical appointments, urgent elective surgeries, and imaging are back on the calendar at our hospital.
National headlines and the local stories you care about. WLBB, Carrollton, News Talk, 1330, FM 106.3.
And good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I am your host, Josh Engel. It is Tuesday, December 8th. A little cold outside, so bring a jacket with you. But we have a very fun show this morning in the studio. We're going to be talking about the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce's Keep the Cheer Here, Shop Local campaign. I've been talking with Rhyne Owenby for some time about this, and it is exactly what 2020 needs because it's been a very strange year. So why don't we end with a little positivity and looking out for our local businesses. Joining us today, of course, we have Rhyne Owenby, the Director of Member Engagement over at the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce. And she's brought two special guests with her today, Jan Squared, as I've been calling them. The Main Street Director from Villa Rica, the Villa Rica Main Street Director, Janet Chumley, and the Bowdon Main Street Director, Jan Gibbs. Jan Squared. There's two Jans here.
Good morning.
Good morning to you guys. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for joining us in the studio today. We are broadcasting on Facebook Live, so definitely if you're on the desktop at the office or at home, be sure to tune in, and you can watch the Facebook live stream. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those in. Well, first and foremost, yes, good morning to you all. Why don't we just do a nice check-in? Because each one of you have had a lot of stuff going on the last few months. I know for a fact Villa Rica did because I was just at your Christmas on Main event, a smash success.
Thank you.
I was so giddy when I got to see Santa Claus on top of the Carroll County Fire Station 9's truck. That was awesome. I was so pumped to see him. So anyway, why don't we start first with Miss Jan Gibbs? Hey, tell us what's been going on in Bowdon.
Well, back in November, we had our annual Bowdon by Candlelight, which was a huge success. We were very pleased to see so many people come out and enjoy the evening. People seemed to be very cooperative about wearing masks where they needed to and trying to social distance. And so it was just really nice to see folks coming out and enjoying their sort of kickoff to the Christmas season.
What would you say have been the highlight of that event? What made you the happiest?
Definitely the thing that made me the happiest was to see the merchants doing so well. Our merchants really hit it out of the park this year. We have some beautiful windows, lots of great stuff going on inside the stores, and just to see that many people in the stores and our merchants doing so well was definitely the highlight for me.
Because it's been a tough year.
It has been.
And it's important that we bring that back around to our local businesses.
Absolutely.
Well, how about you, Miss Janet Chumley?
Well, as you mentioned, we just had our Christmas on Main event, which was great. We were able to move forward with that. We've had a lot of support from our mayor and city council in our fall and winter events. We were able to have our annual Gold Rush Festival, our annual Thrill at the Mill event, which is our Halloween event, and, of course, Christmas on Main. So we've been very fortunate to move forward with those events this year. As you mentioned, it's been a very tough year for our businesses and our downtown, so we want to make sure that we give them as much pub and love as possible and encourage everybody to shop local because small business is the backbone of any community, so we want to make sure we give them a lot of love and support.
Very well said. And yes, you're right. I was out there this weekend. We had a remote with Great Classics 98.9, one of our sister stations, and you allowed me to MC the parade, which is always fun. And I did mention I got to see Santa Claus. Kelly Bell and I did that. But, I saw you running around because, both of you guys know as Main Street directors, you're the boss. So you are organizing everything and logistically making sure that it goes smoothly. And on the day, there was just so much going on, so much bustling. Folks were adhering to guidelines. They were being safe, but people were having so much fun. I mean,
Yes.
what was your primary positive takeaway from the event?
I agree with Jan. I mean, our vendors that were on site did really well. I think our downtown businesses did well as far as people taking a break and going eating lunch or shopping at our local boutiques. That's so important to me because I want to see all these businesses survive and thrive. And so for me, very similar to see the crowd of people, to see the excitement on the kids' face, to see Santa Claus was amazing. And they got to have their picture made with Santa Claus. We did social distance Santa Claus because we want him to get through the year. We want him to be able to, get through the
He's got
year.
a lot.
And he's got a lot to do.
He's
He's
got a
got
busy
gifts
December.
to deliver. So we want to make sure he was okay. So, that was great. I think it's just to see people's faces and reaction, to be able to get out and do something. This year has been tough for everybody. So just to be able to see the crowd and the people and the vendors do well and our local businesses do well was a blessing.
Well, it went super smoothly, and
Thank
all
you.
the events in Bowdon. I mean, everyone that a lot of the folks that work with us, they live in Bowdon, and a lot of my friends they've been telling what's been going on, and it's been super successful, very positive.
It has. One of the things that we did differently actually last year and then again this year was to make Bowdon by Candlelight a 3-day event rather than just that one evening event. So we have our traditional Thursday night shopping and focus on the shopping and the merchants. And then on Friday night, we light the big tree in Heritage Park. And then on Saturday, we have Santa in Heritage Park and pictures with Santa. And all of that was very successful this year, very well attended. And we were really pleased with that.
I love it.
It was a lot of fun to see the children and Santa. I would agree with Janet on that. It was great to see them having such a good time.
Well, speaking of Santa, the Chamber has put together a very positive, very fun Shop Local campaign here for the end of the year. It's called Keep the Cheer Here. Ryan, you knew you're going to be talking here in a second. Well, first, tell us about what's been going on at the Chamber, and then tell us more about this Keep the Cheer Here campaign.
Sure. Thank you for having us. First of all, we appreciate you letting us be here. And we started in September trying to think of something that would be all-encompassing for our Shop Local campaign. We are the champions of Shop Local. It's something that we promote all the time. And we just think Carroll First has been our theme for many years. Anyway, we wanted to find something that would include everyone, so we came up with Keep the Cheer Here. It's actually several other chambers across the country have used the same type theme, so we just tailored it to meet the needs of our community. And essentially what it is, we're just asking people to send us a deal of the day. Our merchants send in this information, and we run it on social media, Facebook, Instagram. It goes sometimes, if I can remember, I get it on our LinkedIn spot. It goes on Twitter, just to support our local businesses. They get posters to go in their store. I've been going around doing videos from different local businesses. So it's just really an opportunity to bring everybody together and help really explain to the community how important it is that we remember to shop local.
So, first of all, great idea. Especially from a Main Street perspective, I can't imagine how helpful this is. Not only that it gets businesses involved and they can highlight and showcase deals that they got going on, but also with these posters, the residents in the community can see it, and then they were like, hey, I can go on the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce Facebook and see all these deals that are going on, which is probably super handy after such a tough year, from an economic perspective. Now, what sort of deals do you mean? Like when businesses are reaching out? So is it just anything they have that you guys think are just as a whopper of a deal?
It's just up to them, honestly. We don't, we don't have any requirements for their deal of the day. And some of our merchants or some of our businesses don't really have the opportunity to have a deal of the day based on what their business is. So it's really a promotional type thing, just to remember to shop local, and we're here, and don't forget to shop with our local businesses.
Why is it so important to shop local, especially after a year like this?
Well, and kind of echoing what Jan and Janet have said, our local businesses are the backbone of our economy. They are what keep us going. And, when we get ready to go and ask for people to sponsor our baseball teams or give away things for auctions and that type of thing, we always go to our small businesses. And they, especially in our community, are so helpful and always willing to give and do things for all the nonprofits and the schools. So we just want to make sure that we're supporting them as well. It has been a very tough year, and we are very blessed in our community. We have the opportunity to talk to a lot of different chambers across the country, and not every community has done as well as our community. It's been wonderful to watch our small businesses support one another. It's funny. I was looking on Facebook the other day, and two competing businesses were supporting one another and saying, "Hey, you should go shop here and shop." So I think at this point in our time, it's just important to support one another and support our local businesses.
Two competing businesses. Yeah. They were like helping each other out.
Absolutely. So, and that to me is so heartwarming to see that happening. And I think you guys can agree, even in the height of when we were in shelter-in-place orders, our restaurants were getting lots and lots of business, and we just want to continue that even after we get through the holidays. We are going to continue to promote Shop Local.
That is so wonderful. That would definitely make the Grinch's heart grow 3 times
One
larger.
could hope.
Right.
If he saw these two competing businesses helping each other out. All right, well, we're going to take our first break, but when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with Rhyne Owenby and Jan Gibbs with Bowdon Main Street, and, of course, Janet Chumley, the director over at Villa Rica Main Street. So stay with us.
As a graduate of Oak Mountain Academy, I found that my experience on the mountain prepared me beyond all expectations. As a junior at Auburn University, I approached my studies with great confidence thanks to what I learned at OMA. When I think back on my time on the mountain, I think of my teachers. Their genuine love and concern for me as a student was always evident, and now, as an adult, I still foster those relationships. I'm Carly Robinson, an Oak Mountain Academy alum. Visit oakmountain.us to see how you can offer your child an amazing opportunity to be a warrior.
For more than 70 years, you have turned to Tanner Health System for your healthcare needs. As our community moves forward, Tanner is here for you. Strong, safe, and close to home. Routine medical appointments, urgent elective surgeries, and imaging are back on the calendar at our hospitals and Tanner Medical Group practices. With the safety of our patients, staff, and community always our top priority. Learn more at tanner.org. #WeAreTannerStrong. That's tanner.org. #WeAreTannerStrong.
Muffled.
And we're back to Community Voice. Yeah, we are a bit muffled. We're all in our masks.
Mask on.
Of course, the mic popped on right as we were talking about that. We're all in our masks. We are adhering to CDC guidelines today here in the studio to try to keep each other safe and healthy. If you're just tuning in, I am speaking with very special crew today, the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce. We're talking about the Keep the Cheer Here campaign. We got a representative from the Chamber of Commerce, Rhyne Owenby, the Director of Member Engagement. And we have Janet Chumley, the Director of Villa Rica Main Street, and Jan Gibbs, the Director of the Bowdon Main Street program. Yes, we're talking about the Keep the Cheer Here campaign. It is a shop local campaign. Ryan, how about you hold up the poster there so folks can see?
This way.
Oh, there we go. Boom. Very nice. So if you're a participating chamber business, be sure to reach out to Miss Owenby so you can get one of these posters, because it not only alerts local residents to these deals that are going to be on for local businesses on the Facebook and everything, but other businesses can actually submit their deal of the day, and it can be showcased on the chamber website, which, as we all know, has a very large following. And it's where it's like the clearinghouse. It's where folks find out about local business information in our community. Well, first and foremost, Jan Gibbs, let's talk with you a bit about this campaign. First of all, what were your initial thoughts on this campaign?
Oh, I loved it from the very beginning when Brian mentioned it, because anything that we can do as a community and in cooperation with the chamber to encourage folks to shop local I'm all for it, and it seems to be very well received. I know that we have some merchants who are chamber members who have certainly participated in this, and we have some others maybe that also are doing some things that that are included as well. So it's a really great campaign. One of the things that Bowdon Main Street is doing to support our local merchants is we're doing, and this is a part of Keep the Cheer Here too, is what we have a campaign going to give away some $200 in Bowdon bucks. And so if you shop local in Bowdon, if you spend at least $25, all you have to do is put your contact information on the back of your receipt, drop it in a box at City Hall, and we'll be drawing actually next Friday to give away that $200 in Bowdon bucks.
Awesome.
And these are things that that you could take these Bowdon bucks and spend them with local businesses.
Yes, there are a number of our local businesses who do accept Bowdon bucks. So it's a dollar for dollar exchange, and so
that is fantastic.
So that helps out as well.
So from a social media standpoint, I imagine that you guys are probably pushing this campaign.
We are, yes, we are.
Wonderful. Have you been able to speak with any local residents that have been taking advantage of the deals? I know that there are several businesses that I frequent often in Bowdon.
Right.
So I'm already going to be logging. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Right. I haven't spoken actually. I don't think with any residents, shoppers, but I have spoken with some businesses who really think it's a great idea. And are really enjoying it, and they appreciate everything that the Chamber does and that Main Street does to help support our local merchants.
Well, it's definitely that time of the year. I mean, it's ramping up already, so I can imagine that folks are going to be taking serious advantage of this.
Yes,
as they go into
so.
the rest of the year. How about you, Miss Chumley?
Well, we just announced our Shop Small VR winners. We did a Shop Small initiative the whole month of November, and we announced last Friday on our Main Street Facebook page. We were able to give $250 to Love by Loveless, who was the winning business, and then their customer, Sharon Landers, was also going to be awarded $250. And then with this coming in on the very back of that, which is great because we can continue the Shop Local theme. I know several of our businesses are wanting to participate in that, and also we've been sharing it on our Facebook page, and then we have a Villa Rica Merchants page, which is dedicated to strictly all our local businesses downtown, and we've shared it on there. So we're super excited about it. Anything we can do, as Jan mentioned, to promote, and as Ryan mentioned, to promote local business, to shop local, buy local, win local. Mm-hmm. We certainly want to do that because any like I said before, any pub or love we can give to our small businesses is very important. I mean, especially during this time.
You're you're on the ground. Both of you are. Really, all three of you are dealing with local businesses and seeing how they've been impacted. I mean, have you seen that in Villa Rica? I mean, have you seen a lot of these local businesses? I mean, between the lockdown and other things that have happened that have been struggling.
Well, specifically, we had 3 businesses open up around the shutdown, which was heartbreaking. But the bonus is they survived.
Excellent.
And so that was rewarding for us because we wanted them to survive. And the timing, obviously, for them could not have been worse. But the goal was for them to survive, and they have. And so that, to me, is amazing. We've had no businesses shut down, which is also amazing. It's been tough for all of them. I know we've had businesses have to shut down and restaurants had to shut down because an employee got COVID. They've reopened. They're back in the game, and that's what we want to see. We want to see no businesses close, all businesses survive, and whatever we can do as a local community to help them, we're absolutely 100% behind them, and we will.
Are there any personal deals that you hope to see pop up on the Chamber website from local Villa Rica businesses?
Well, Southern Post, as I mentioned, was one of the 3 businesses that kind of opened up during that COVID time, and I shop there frequently. Ask Megan and Adam. I'm there quite a bit. So, yeah, for them, I would love to see them get involved. They're doing a 12 days of Christmas promotion, and every day they're giving some sort of percentage off some sort of item. So I would love to see them get involved, get in a video, and have people come there because they're new. Again, they opened during COVID. We want to see them survive. They're right on West Montgomery Street, so go check them out. Go check out our ice cream place, Kenny's Creams. They're new. They opened up during COVID.
And where are they at, by the way?
They're right next door to the Southern Post on West Montgomery. So get your clothes and go get some ice cream.
And
in that order.
In that order, because
or vice versa.
Yeah, you definitely want to get it afterwards.
Yeah.
You're like, this will still fit just fine.
Absolutely.
You did mention the 12 Days of Christmas. Perfect timing. I was wanting to mention we are also doing a cash giveaway. It's actually our 12 Days of Christmas, our random Christmas trivia cash giveaway. So we do it every year, and we partner with Mike Bell Chevrolet, and awesome. It's pretty cool. So the long and short of it is, so we're going to be asking questions for the 12 Days of Christmas. And if you know the answer to the question, this applies to all of you too. Don't tell me on air, but feel free to hop on our website. So you can visit this station's website or gradacommunications.com, and you can click the random Christmas trivia banner and enter your name, your email, your phone number, and of course your answer. And then one entry from the correct answers will be picked at random daily, and that contestant wins $100 cash.
Wow.
which is awesome. And
Very
it even
awesome.
and wait, there's more. So because it gets better, and I have a great little parable about this event here. So if you only enter once daily. If you enter more than one time per day, your entry is going to be disqualified, and people try every day. It's like just put in one entry. So you'll be disqualified if you do more than one. Then on December 19th, one of our 12 daily winners, along with a 13th winner selected at random, that morning will have a chance to turn the $100 into $1,000 at a live remote at Mike Bell Chevrolet.
Wow.
So last year, the winner, he had participated and he put his answer in, and he won, and he spoke on air, and actually he spoke with us privately afterwards. He said, he was struggling. He was in a pretty bad space, and he's like, thanks to this, now I can buy Christmas presents for my nieces and nephews.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
he absolutely adores his nieces and nephews. So it was so precious. So today's question for Tuesday, December 8th, and don't answer out loud if you know. How many angels announced Jesus' birth to the shepherds in the field? That question one more time. How many angels announced Jesus' birth to the shepherds in the field? And I did want to congratulate Wade Hubler. Congratulations to Wade. He won. He was Monday's winner. So be sure to enter your answer if you know, and maybe you will win some of that money. So we're going to go ahead and take our second break now. But when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with Rhyne Owenby, the Director of Member Engagement over at the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce, Janet Chumley, the Director of Villa Rica Main Street, and Jan Gibbs, the Director of Bowdon Main Street, as we talk about Keep the Cheer Here campaign. So stay with us.
At Oak Mountain Academy, our daily schedule includes convocation, prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance. By doing so, we build a family-like community where all students grow and flourish, and personal faith is encouraged. Through community service and a historical approach to biblical study, our students are taught the value of the warrior way: honesty, respect, and responsibility. Oak Mountain Academy. We are a family creating legacies. To learn more, visit oakmountain.us.
For more than 70 years, you have turned to Tanner Health System for your healthcare needs. As our community moves forward, Tanner is here for you. Strong, safe, and close to home. Routine medical appointments, urgent elective surgeries, and imaging are back on the calendar at our hospitals and Tanner Medical Group practices. With the safety of our patients, staff, and community always our top priority. Learn more at tanner.org. # We Are Tanner Strong. That's tanner.org. # We Are Tanner Strong.
And good morning. We are back to Community Voice. Thank you for joining us here this morning on the program. I'm your host, Josh Engel. We're talking about the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce's Keep the Cheer Here campaign. We have Rhyne Owenby, the Director of Member Engagement, in the studio today, as well as Janet Chumley, the Director of Villa Rica Main Street, and Jan Gibbs, the Director of Bowdon Main Street. So, Ryan, we were just talking during the break here. Well, first of all, why don't we just update folks? So if you're just tuning in, whether you're watching the Facebook live stream on WLBB's Facebook, or if you're tuning in on the stations, if you will, Ryan, give folks an update in terms of this Keep the Cheer Here campaign.
Sure, thanks. Keep the Cheer Here is our Shop Local campaign. We have asked chamber members to send in information on daily deals, things they've got going on in there, if they own a store or if it's whatever their business is, just to send information to us so that we can promote that business. And we're running those on social media. We've also got advertising. We're doing some things with the radio station just to remind people to shop local and support our local businesses. And one of the things that we have tried to get across to everyone also is there's a lot of people that are still not going out on a regular basis, and that doesn't mean you can't shop local. We have so many of our businesses that in the very early days of the shelter-in-place orders really were able to pivot their business model. There's many of them now have an online presence. They have an e-commerce platform. So don't let not going out stop you from shopping local. And even if a business does not have a e-commerce platform, many times you can just call them and tell them what you want, and they'll take care of it. A lot of our businesses are offering free delivery. They have curbside service. What I found, and you guys can probably attest to this as well, our businesses will do anything they can to take care of their customers. Absolutely. That's one of the great things about having a strong local business community. They are so customer service oriented. And remember, there are 7 municipalities in Carroll County, so there are plenty of places to shop and things to do, and give gift certificates and just really support our local businesses and help them make it through to the 2021, to the new year.
And you made a perfect point earlier, and I hope this resonates with the listeners that are tuning in here. And these local businesses, they are the backbone of our local community. These are the ones you go to. I mean, if you go into American Pie over here, they've been advertising with us for years. We love all the folks over there at American Pie. Like you see all these sports teams that they've sponsored, and it's like you don't see the Amazon T-ball leagues around here.
Right.
Because, see, I mean, and again, nothing against those companies, but they sell to customers. Local businesses sell to neighbors.
That's right.
And that is so impactful when you think about they're the ones that support local nonprofits. They're the ones that support sports teams and church groups and whatever it may be. That's who you're going to go to. So this is an opportunity to help support them back and help keep them here.
Absolutely.
Which is such a blessing.
They're our friends and neighbors. We bought something a couple of weeks ago, and we couldn't get it home in the car. And the shop owners, after the store closed, drove to our house and brought the item to our house. So you don't get that service everywhere else. And our local businesses just are here to serve our community and our customers. So just remember that, and don't let the fact that you don't want to go out, and we certainly understand that. So please, we just don't want people to let that be a hindrance to shopping local.
Thankfully, in today's age, there are fail-safes and ways around it. Like you said, most folks have e-commerce platforms. A lot of folks will handle the transaction over the phone. They'll probably bring the bag out to your car.
Absolutely.
You'd be surprised what these local businesses will happily do for their neighbors.
Absolutely.
Call them and ask them. You will be amazed at what they'll do. Or call me at City Hall, and I will help you put you in touch with them if I can.
So, Jan, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Tell us about what's going to be happening in Bowdon in the next few.
One of the things I wanted to mention is that Main Street is we have a Letters to Santa event going on right now, and so we have 3 special delivery Santa mailboxes. We have one at Bowdon Coffee Roasters, one at City Hall, and one at Heritage Park. And so if you get your letter to Santa in by next Friday, the 18th, then Santa says that he will respond. But he also told us that it's very important that you put your address on that letter because he can't respond. He told me that although he knows where all the children live, he depends on help from the elves and the reindeer, and they don't know where everybody lives. So please get your address on there. But get your letter to one of those mailboxes, and someone from the North Pole will respond.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're busy. They're making toys. The reindeers are just trying to focus on.
Absolutely, just
let's be
help
honest.
Santa keep up.
These reindeers have a night of hypersonic travel ahead of them. So how about we not put them through too much?
Help them.
How about you, Janet? Tell us what's going to be going on in Villa Rica.
Well, we're excited. We have a couple of, with everything going on, we're excited to have a couple of ribbon cuttings this week. So grateful for that and happy to see that. Also, next Wednesday, December 16th, we have our annual Rise and Shine Christmas gathering at Uncorked on Main. That starts at 8:15. If you need tickets, we are charging because we're serving breakfast.
Who's been serving breakfast this year?
Uncorked on Main is providing the breakfast.
Nice.
And if you need a ticket, they are $5, and you can get those from Amy Brown State Farm in downtown Villa Rica.
Wonderful. All right, Miss Rhyne, we only have about 3 minutes left. Tell us what's going to be happening up at the chamber. I know a little bit about what's going on, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give any spoilers away. But tell us what's going on.
Well, we and kind of echo what Janet said too. We are back doing ribbon cuttings and welcoming new businesses, and that is so exciting to me that we get to do that. And there's still businesses opening, and so we're moving into 2021 with that in mind.
We have one in Bowdon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. We have one in Bowdon coming up in December too. We're excited.
Yeah,
nice.
I think we've got in the next couple of days like 3 or 4 ribbon cuttings, but between the 3 of us, so we're really excited about that. But one of the things that we've been working on, and Josh has helped us with this, we are forming an emerging leaders program. It's something that we feel is very necessary in our community. So just watch for more information on that. And Josh has been so helpful on our steering committee. We've got some of the really greatest leaders in this community working on this program. So we are really excited to welcome. It'll probably be April we'll launch this program. So watch for more information. I'll probably be back.
Oh, I hope so. You definitely. Now you said I was being helpful. You mean distracting, right?
No. Helpful. Very helpful. helpful.
It's not fair that we have so much fun at those meetings.
I know we really do have a good time. It's going to be a great group. We're just so thrilled because it was a grant that we received from the J.W. Fanning Institute. So we are really thrilled and honored to be able to work on this program and launch it in our community.
Awesome. Well, we're out of time, but if you're tuning in, be sure to go check out the Keep the Cheer Here campaign on the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce Facebook and website, and you can do the same for Villa Rica Main Street and Bowdon. Check them out on Facebook. Check out what they got going on. Check out the Keep the Cheer Here campaign. Keep a lookout for opened-end deals. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.